Do you feel it's any less or more conducive to larger cities versus small towns? Because most of where I work are in towns of 5, 10,000, up to 50,000, and that's it. I know people in the city don't like doing face-to-face, and they want to do everything on Zoom or FaceTime or on a call, but these small town folks actually tell me, hey, I'm glad you stopped by, everybody else calls me.
And here's the question you need to ask yourself. Would they have bought either way, right? Your original question to me was, how do I scale, right? Unless you're looking for a way that you can break the space-time and continuum, which I don't have that. I don't have access to the metaverse right now, Dave. You can't be in two places at both times. So you have to go, this is business, and business is business, right? And I need to figure out how I can be as effective as possible with as many people as possible in order to help as many people as possible, including myself being one of them, right? And some of the time, you've got to make those hard decisions. Let me give you an example. If you were a physician, I am sure, let's say Dave was the leading cardiologist in this city, small town, whatever it is, I'm sure every one of your heart patients would love it if you came to their house, sat down, had a cup of tea, maybe had a sandwich together, took their blood pressure, talked about the football game, hung out for a little bit. But if you were a cardiologist, you would realize, hey, wait a minute, that's not effective for me. And I'm only going to be able to see 3, and my guess is over your last 17 years, it's real difficult for you to do more than 3 face-to-face calls in a day because you got traffic, these things run long. If I can only see 3 patients in a day, that means about 9 people a month are going to drop dead, right? You've got to go, okay, although they would like that, I am now operating at a really high level, and I've got to be as effective as possible. Now, if you want to be really nice and occasionally go see somebody, that's up to you, but you have to realize there's a trade-off there, right? Every minute you're in the car is a minute you couldn't be making a call. And I'm not saying that you might not need to go and do face-to-face calls to close your deals, but you have to really take a long, hard look at that and try and close things the other way. And what you need to realize, Dave, is think about yourself as a doctor. Although, yes, you want to make more money for your business and you want to sell and you want to make more in commissions, you also need to look at the flip side of that coin, okay? It's not just about you being greedy and wanting money. It's you only have so many hours in the day to help as many people. And if you streamlined your process, you could help 20 times more businesses. You could help 20 times more clients. You could help 20 times more customers. And I think you believe in the value of your services in working with you. So why wouldn't you want to help as many people as possible? Does that make sense?
That makes total sense. I may lose 1 or 2 along the way, but I'll probably pick up 20 or 30 more. So the good's going to outweigh the bad.
Correct. And I don't even think you're going to lose 1 or 2 along the way because your heart is in the right place. You're not being a schmuck. You know, you're not being a jerk. You're just being skillful and effective. And people aren't going to blame although we all wish we could go back to 1942 and have the doctor come to our house, it just doesn't work that way anymore, right? Like, and if you follow the EastonUniversity.com process and you're bringing them new ideas and you're bringing them insights from the outside world, they're going to rather have those insights than small talk about, wow, did you guys get a new fish tank in the office? Yeah, we did. They would rather have you walk in and be like, hey, something that we're seeing is small businesses on pay-per-click. Let's say you were selling advertising. Their clicks are going up about $13, $14 a click, whereas to last year, they were at $6. Is that something you guys are seeing? Yeah. Another thing that I'm seeing with my small business owners is even though they're paying those $13 per click, the leads aren't as great. Are you guys seeing that? Absolutely. Especially with platforms like Meta. What's going on with your Meta spend? Oh my gosh, it's horrible. Let me show you 3 things why I think that's happening. And I'd love to give you a couple insights on how you could maybe fix that or augment that, even if you don't work with me. Now they're going to get off that call and be like, man, that Dave guy just saved me $950 just from a 7-minute conversation, right? Provide value, provide insights, and you'll make friends because you've helped them make money, improve their life, solve their problems, right? The person that pops in and gives them tickets to the big game or a box of donuts, that's not genuine friendship. I want to be friends with people that really, really help me. Make sense?
Makes total sense. And one last note, this past week I had 2 customers that apparently weren't going to sign on our first appointment, which I normally sell on my first appointment, and if I don't, the second one is all it needs in the product that I have. But I used your saying, does it make sense to move forward on this advertisement? And both of them told me about 2 minutes before that they're not buying today.
Right.
But that phrase was very non-threatening, very non-closing, and they said, well, absolutely, let's do it.